Hello Gemini, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. How are you, my cerebral buddies? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Let's get to it. We're just going to look at a couple of oracle decks here, and we are going to throw some tarot at it, see what is coming up for you, Gemini. This is intended to be for the week ahead, and it will be whenever you find it. It's always going to be predictions, Gemini. Thank you if you are cross-watching a Gemini. Here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up in the week ahead for Gemini, please. We are looking at the Wasp Spirit, and it says, sometimes life stings. We've got card number 64, 6 and 4 add up to 10, 10 breaking down to a 1. So sometimes life stings, and breaking down to a 1, which is the beginning of something, Gemini. It feels like maybe you had something in the past, which is yesterday or before that, anytime, take it as it resonates. That's something that possibly hurt you, something that stung, something maybe that came to an end. We have the Beaver Spirit. It says, lay a solid foundation. Okay, so I feel like this was a lesson. We do have 646. For some of you, that could be an angel number. You might want to, as you're watching this right now, what are you thinking about? Stop and think about it, Gemini. What are you thinking about right now? And then go look up 646 as your angel number and see if it pertains to that person, situation, or place. Take it as it resonates. So we have lay a solid foundation. We have the Beaver Spirit. And so I feel like it's time to rebuild. So whatever happened here, Gemini, whatever stung, whatever might have come to an end, it feels like it hovered around you for a while. And I think that you knew that it was coming to an end, or you kind of toggled with the idea of maybe something that you were ending. And then we have a lay a new foundation. And laying a new foundation is, of course, maybe it's what you didn't have here, and maybe that's why it stung, because there was no real foundation. It's card number 6, and for me, 6s are always about reciprocity. It's about getting part way to where you want to be, about halfway. This is all green energy. It feels like it could be earth energy, possibly, could be dealing with your pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. Water and fish are about not only nourishing the soul, but it's also about money. It's about abundance. And the Koi Fish Spirit, there is always enough. So if you are someone who's been struggling financially and trying to figure out a way, we've got card number 36, which is a 9, trying to figure out a way to make more money or another stream of income or something like that. I feel like that is something that will come to you as an opportunity in the week ahead, Gemini. I don't think you have to worry about that too much. All right, one more card for Gemini, please. Gemini, if you're interested in a private read, you know what to do. Hey, look below this video. Take a look. You will see the word that says more. If you click on that, you will see all the information you need to get over to Wizio to book me there, where I begin at $40. All right, I'm looking out the window here, just ahead of me here, and still seeing a partial full moon out there. How's the full moon in Leo going for you, Gemini? Tell me about it in the comments, how it's affected you, and if it has, maybe you have Leo in the moon or the rising. We do have blame. So I accept my responsibility for my well-being. So it feels like there is something here that you might be blaming yourself for. Maybe something here, this thing that stung, and after it was over, laying the new foundation, you might be keeping blame on yourself. And I don't feel like it's a constructive energy, Gemini. Blame never works out for anyone. The blame game, whether you're blaming yourself or someone else, how can I say, feeds into shame, and I'm not about that. So I'm going to say that instead of blaming yourself here, that make sure that you lay a solid foundation to whatever it is that's coming up in the future for you, whether that's a relationship or a job, or maybe you're saving money to buy a new house. Take it as it resonates, but there is going to be more money to come around here. And I feel like if it's you might be laying a foundation for a house, I'm just saying, right? And the foundation laying for a house could be that you're literally building the foundation or building the house, or maybe you're just packing away money, right, to build a house in the future. We've got Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So, it goes kind of along with the blame. And I think that Judgment it kind of goes along with the blame. You judge yourself, you blame yourself. Whatever happened here, I think you're blaming yourself for it. And I'm going to say that it's not always just blame is never a constructive thing, right? No matter if you're blaming yourself or blaming another. So let's see what comes up with that. Let's take a look at some tarot here. I think you're blaming yourself for whatever took place here, for whatever stung. Like it almost feels like something came to an end because that's card number 64 and it indicates, a 10 breaking down to a 1, which is the beginning. It feels like whatever stung might have been something that ended, whether that is a job or a relationship with a person, maybe a friendship, who knows? Let's take a look here. Tell me about Gemini, please, for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So maybe possibly you gave up on an opportunity or you missed an opportunity. You were pointed elsewhere. It feels like sometimes life stings. Maybe someone didn't take your opportunity, right? There's someone here giving this person a cup and this person is looking the other way. So maybe you feel as though you may have missed an opportunity, or maybe you tried to give your cup of love to someone, tried to give an opportunity to someone else and they said no, or they ignored you. This person's literally looking away from the cup. It could have been a nothing situation. And the person could have just looked away and nothinged you. And that would have stung for sure. Tell me about the beaver spirit, please, for Gemini. So lay a foundation. Look, it's all about healing, right? Temperance is all about healing, the moment of alchemy. So it feels like laying a solid foundation. It's time for you to do that. It's time for you to balance whatever's in your life, giving yourself or others reciprocity. Take it as it resonates. But we do have temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. It's the moment of alchemy, and it is also being patient. So if you are somebody who is waiting to lay a solid foundation with someone else for a house, whatever the situation is, maybe it's a job, I think patience is in order here. Tell me about blame. Blame, it's got you stuck, man. It's got you really stuck here. So I don't know if you're blaming another or blaming yourself for a situation that happened here, but it feels like you're trying to look within. It feels like it's like you want to sacrifice yourself to the blame. It's like, oh, it was my problem. It was something I did. I don't necessarily know that that's the truth, though. It feels like you're looking within your gut here in the Hanged energy, because the Piscean energy is here. You're looking within the gut. Should I blame myself? Is this something that I brought on myself? Look, sometimes bad things happen to good people, and that's the truth of it. Other things that other people do will sometimes collide with you, Gemini, collide in your life, and not everybody is self-aware. So before you start blaming yourself for whatever went on, I think let's look a little bit further into the future here. So this is for the week ahead. I'm just going to lay a couple cards here for the week further to that, which is around about the second week of February. Let's take a peek in there. Tell me about Gemini. We've got the Two of Pentacles. One sticking out here. We've got the Eight of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. So something's about to pick up. I feel like there is a communication coming in or out, whether you're sending it or receiving it, but there is something like an aha moment or something that's going to be spoken about. You're going to get clarity on something that you've been going back and forth on, and we'll take a look at that a little further. We've got the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is the messenger, right? It's good news that's coming. So this is future energy. I feel like whatever the conversation is, whatever is going to come up after the week ahead, I feel like is this. We've got the Page of Wands, which is good news. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Why do we have the Four of Cups here, please? It almost does feel like it might be either an opportunity that you were looking forward to. Possibly you feel like you've missed an opportunity, or you feel someone's missed an opportunity with you because they ignored your cup here. But let's figure out what's going on. Tell me about the Four of Cups, please. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. The thing is I feel like you're pretty confident, like you're showing up as stable and grounded, as dependable and confident. And I feel as though if somebody didn't accept your cup, I want to say rejection's protection, Gemini. So I know it stings, right? It's never a good feeling when we put ourselves out there and somebody cuts us down. But please understand that I feel that this was to build you up, because the Nine of Pentacles is that. It's like self-made energy. It brought you a confidence that you may not have had otherwise. We have the Nine of Wands. and we have the King of Pentacles. And so I feel as though that this opportunity, I think that you feel that you have lost. I feel that it was an opportunity that was supposed to teach you a lesson. It was supposed to teach you, I feel, how to make things on your own, how to become solid and grounded and confident and build your business, possibly, the Nine of Pentacles, right? You could have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in the moon or the rising. And if you're here and you're looking at Gemini as, moon, rising, Jupiter, or Venus, you could definitely be having some sort of an earth energy here. I want to say that the fact that somebody didn't accept the cup is like working out in your favor. We've got the Nine of Wands here. And so I feel like it taught you resiliency. It taught you that you can do it on your own. And, sometimes resiliency isn't the place that we want to be, but we all need our lessons, Gemini. So I feel like if you did offer, maybe you asked someone out on a date, or maybe you were dating someone and said, I love you, and they said, thank you. They didn't say it back. I feel like regardless of that, this is a lesson that is building you in your pentacle world. It's a lesson, I feel, that is letting you know that you don't need anyone else. And I know you probably, some of you, not all of you, it's a general reading, not all of you want somebody, but maybe you do want someone. But I feel like this puts you in the beautiful position here, Gemini, to want it and not to have to need it. Because when we need something, we are going to treat it way differently than when we want something. Because if we don't have money, it's like sometimes we'll do things we don't want to do for money. Maybe we'll take a job we hate, or, whatever it is. I feel as though this was a lesson. Somebody ignored you or ignored your opportunity, and it did nothing but grow you. And if it hasn't grown you yet, I feel like this is a revelation for you in the week ahead. We've got Temperance, which is the Four of Swords. So it tells me that there is I want to say method to the madness with the universe, because the Four of Swords, being your energy, is a healing energy. And so Temperance is here with the healing and the balance, telling you to be patient, because right now the universe, I believe, is laying a new foundation for you. So be patient, please. I want to say that I know that you have a broken heart, or you're disappointed in something, but it feels like you are going to get a chance to have your say, because she is holding on to the Ace of Swords here. I feel you're going to get a chance to have your say, right? The Ace of Swords is the one that's in her hand here. We have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I want to say be patient, because I do believe something really exciting is coming. We saw on the bottom of the deck before, we saw the Page of Wands, which is the good news. The Ace of Wands is here is excitement. It's creative energy, right? It's a brand new beginning in something, and it could be a brand new beginning in something romantic for sure. But we do have the Knight of Cups here. I want to say that I feel that there is sort of a new beginning in something, whether it's a creative, exciting new path that you're going on. And I often do see this as self-love, because he's got his hand on his chest right over his heart, holding out the cup. It could be for someone else, but it definitely could be for you. I feel like you're going to get your chance to have your say in romance. I want to say, if that's what you're looking at this reading as, romantic, but this could be the energy of something brand new and exciting coming up in the future. Something that's going to move really quickly and give you enough information so you don't have to keep going back and forth in how you feel about it. We've got the World card here, which is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. I want to say that you're closing the chapter on something in the future. You're closing a chapter because you've come to some sort of a milestone or an achievement, a place of achievement where you're walking through this new portal here. And it feels like it's time for you to be patient right now. This is the current moment, next week, right? The center of the week. And it's time for you to be patient. Let the universe lay the foundation for you. Giving yourself reciprocity, I feel like, is what you should be doing right now in terms of your healing and loving the self. I feel like you're waiting for a moment of alchemy. You're waiting for for something exciting to happen. And if you're feeling like something exciting is coming in the future, I think you're correct. I feel it's the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords here. Tell me why you are stuck in this energy of blame, because it almost feels as though you feel you've missed an opportunity. I honestly don't think you missed anything. I think someone missed an opportunity with you. It is what it is, right? Not everybody is going to be the person that we want them to be. Tell me about the Hanged Man, which is Piscean energy. We've got the Six of Wands. I want to say that if you are the person who is stuck in the Hanged Man energy, if you're stuck trying to look at the situation, how could I have done it better, blaming yourself, right? How could I have done it better? Should I have said something different? I feel like you're kind of overthinking it, and that's you. You're kind of up in your head sometimes. But we've got the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is indicative of just being around the corner from the finish line. So I want to say that you're going to be out of this hanged energy pretty soon. And if you've been feeling stuck or stagnant, I feel like you're about to come upon some energy that is going to allow you to just disconnect from the negative energy you've been living in. This energy of blame, this energy of being stuck or stagnant, or continually overthinking the situation and how you could have done it better, or related to someone in a better way. It's time to drop your burdens. The Ten of Wands is in the reverse. So it almost feels like you're holding on to this for some reason, and I think it's because you're blaming yourself. And I feel like with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, it tells me a little bit of martyrdom is there. It's like, if I don't take on the blame, then who's going to take the blame? Nobody has to take the blame. Sometimes things just happen as they do. So I'm going to say that the Ten of Wands in the reverse is telling me that you don't want to let go of it, or you can't let go of it. You keep thinking about it over and over again. And I feel like possibly through this full moon energy, which just happened yesterday, right? With full moon in Leo, I feel as though some sort of chapter is coming to an end, because we did see the World card on the bottom of the deck. Some sort of a chapter is coming to an end, and you're going to let something go and allow this Ten of Wands energy to be in the upright so you can drop these burdens finally. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon energy, and we have the Star in reverse. Yeah, it does feel like a little bit of blamed energy, but I don't think you're blaming anyone else. I think you're blaming yourself for something here. So we do have Aquarius energy in the Star, which is in the reverse, which tells me you're kind of losing hope, and it feels a little bit dark. I want to say that this is around the corner, right? The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is, I'm not waiting anymore. There's no more waiting. It's time for me to just stand up and speak clearly, let people know what I want. The King of Swords shows up. And in a general reading, that is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. Of course, it's Aquarius. But we do have this World card. It came up again. So I feel like the World card is coming up to get you out of this energy of the Hanged Man and the Moon energy. It feels like you've been hanging around in the darkness for a little bit. It's time for you to get out of this Moon energy here. So what's coming up in the first week of October? Why did I say October? Maybe you have something coming up in October. I meant to say February. What comes up in the second week of February is, I feel like you're still in this back and forth energy about who to blame. Like, do I blame them? Is it something that I did? Did I miss the opportunity? Did they miss the opportunity? I want to say that you're going to be out of that energy. You're moving quickly away from that energy in the second week of February. I feel like it's not worrying you anymore. We do have the Ace of Swords, which tells me you come to a realization, or you have some sort of an aha moment about the situation, that somebody's been placing blame on you, or you on them, or whatever the situation is. It feels like you've been in sort of a stuck energy at the end of January here, but I do believe that this full moon in Leo is going to help you out. Now, just because the full moon in Leo comes and goes, it doesn't mean the energies do. The energies linger for a while, right? So don't expect everything to happen overnight or right away. Tell me about the Ace of Swords here. What do we need to know? So I think that you've been feeling badly about being left on the outside looking in. And that kind of goes along with what we started with the Four of Cups, feeling like you missed an opportunity, or that somebody missed an opportunity with you. Now I feel like you're up in your head with the Ace of Cups, wondering if this is something you even want to try again. I feel like you're feeling disconnected from your feelings. You're up in your head. You can't make a decision. And I feel like it's a healing still that needs to take place. We do have the Four of Swords under here, and your hand is on the ace. So I feel like the ace being here, I feel like it's a realization that you are stuck in your head. We've got, she had the ace in her hands. We've got the 8 here and 1, that's 10. You can drop these burdens. And I feel like you felt betrayed, or maybe that somebody betrayed you. But I feel as though that feeling in lack is something that is going to quickly come to an end before the middle of the month. We do have the 5 of Wands here. And it almost, I don't know why, but it feels like you don't want to give up this energy of the Hanged Man. It's like you feel like, it's almost like you feel like it's like a self-punishment, that you're blaming yourself for something, and you feel like, now I got to hang here in the Hanged Man energy and hold on to this energy of the 10 of Wands in the reverse. And I feel like this is going to, I feel like you're going to disconnect from this energy of the 10 of Wands in the reverse, and you're going to have some victory here. You're going to find your way out of the Hanged Man energy, and I think it's by the 2nd week of February. All right. So we have here Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We have Pisces. We have your energy here, Gemini. All right, I'm going to leave that here. Thank you so much for watching. We will come back, of course, and read next week. I'm coming up with the monthlies pretty soon. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and for watching, and I'll be back because I'm always back, Gemini. Thank you for clicking here. Bye-bye.